Time to musk up. Wow.
Alright, back again. Today I finally got in the new Frederic Malle, Heaven Can Wait, and I do want to say thank you to Anna. She is a Frederic Malle sales rep over at Bergdorf Goodman, and she let me know that there is a sale going on right now. The more you spend, the more you save. I'm going to put that up right here, and I'm going to put up her number so you can contact her personally. I always call the boutiques to place orders because I rather get to know somebody, and they'll always throw in some goodies rather than just quickly purchase online. And so, and that Bergdorf Goodman in New York City has one of the best selections. They have everything: Raja, Ex Nihilo, Memo, Amouage, Dior, Chanel, Hermes, countless brands over there. One of the best, and Anna's one of the best. And so if you have any questions, please contact her and say thank you, because Anna made this happen. She sent me these two official samples from Frederic Malle, Heaven Can Wait. Now, I haven't smelt it yet. Usually I smell it and then I'll break it down a little bit, but I want to get the first impressions with you. And what I'll do is, once I'll speak on it, I'll wear it for a couple of hours, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, come back, and then, you know, finish up on my first impressions about it. And I didn't look at notes. I want to be surprised, although before the release I have seen some notes, so I'll keep that in mind, but there's also some others. Let's see what we get. Very excited when a new Frederic Malle comes out, but as we know nowadays with inflation, it seems like every release, usually Frederic Malle has lower tier and higher tier, but nowadays with the prices, everything seems to be higher tier. So who knows, but if it's good, regardless, I don't care. I'll still buy it, but it's, you know, it's really got to resonate with me. So here we go. First impressions. The alcohol dry off. I don't smell it yet. I don't smell it. Don't smell it. Smell it. Damn. All right. Not gonna lie, I really wish I didn't like it, because yeah. Okay, so right off the bat, you definitely get that Oris, that very carroty, rooty iris here, not the Dior Homme kind of lipsticky iris, although it does have a little bit of resemblance to that, but I see kind of nice and powdery, spicy, green, musky, definitely musky. You know, I was thinking, you know, what musk are they using? I don't know. Is it white musk possibly? And one thing I do want to mention is I do have a sample of Iris Silver Mist by Serge Lutens, and I'm getting a resemblance to that. Although not as dry and oracey and rooty as Iris Silver Mist, but I definitely get that hint of it here. Almost also get a hint of Hermes Iris. I think that's the way you pronounce it. Iris. I definitely get that resemblance again, that carroty, rooty Oris, and it's changing already as we speak. I'm starting to get some florals here, and I'm getting that white floral. I'm getting those light bluish, kind of baby bluish, pastelish colors, mixing in with some green, woody, very nice. Like it's not completely like a fresh fragrance, but I definitely get some freshness here. I'm definitely getting some transparency here. Yeah, so just bone dry, carroty, rooty iris here. And it's a little medicinal. It's coming off as a little medicinal, and I think it's coming from that fresh spiciness from the clove. I'm definitely getting the clove here, and I love the clove note. I love a clove note, and I'm getting it here, and it's mixing in with the orris. This is definitely, I don't know if it's necessarily Jean-Claude Elena style. It definitely is, because there's a decent amount of transparency here. He's very light-handed, right? A lot of watery colors, and I get that here, but it's a little thicker than usual, than some of his other fragrances. It definitely has that that Hermes style that he used. So transition from the top to the mid, where I started getting more spices and more florals, but that's the stage that I'm at right now. And so I don't think there's much more I can say, but overall, I do like this. This is right up my alley. Is there anything else that I'm picking up? I'm definitely picking up on some greenness. I don't know if there's like some aromatic note here. Now, one thing I do want to say, I don't know, maybe slightly this, traditionally this might lean a little bit on the feminine side, but just like a hair, right? But I'm getting that magnolia, that if you've smelled eau de magnolia, I'm getting that here, right? And I'm getting some of those orris touches that you would get from the orris fragrance from Frederic Malle. I forgot the name. That's one of the fragrances that I did that I don't have. It's a very big fragrance, leaned a little too feminine for me. Gorgeous fragrance, but it just wasn't for me. And I'm definitely getting some of the clove from the other releases that they have. It has this kind of nice musky kind of laundry detergent smell as well. It feels kind of cotton soft, fuzzy. Yeah, very nice. Let's see what happens 3, 4, 5 hours later. I'll see you then. All right, so let's finish this up. It's been about, I want to say, 4 hours since I've been wearing this. I did look on Fragrantica. I wanted to get an update on the notes and stuff like that. And what's interesting that I saw is that there's a note of vetiver in there. There is also a note of peach, which I also found very interesting. Now, I don't know if I necessarily get some vetiver, but I definitely get some greenness, some rootiness, so that could add to that effect, right? But another thing that I did notice was this, oh, and the ambrette. I saw ambrette in there because I didn't mention it, but I did get this feeling that there was some ambrette in here. And then when I saw that and I saw the peach, I actually got, it clicked with me. And that was number 18 by Chanel. I definitely get that resemblance as well. Also Queer d'Ange, I also get that resemblance because of that. The iris here comes off a little violety. I definitely get that purple hues here as well. And there's vanilla in the base, so you're definitely gonna get that kind of candied sweetness, or that that candied violet sweetness towards the dry down, because overall the fragrance really does stay the same, as whatever you smell in the top and the mid is gonna stay, except there's a couple of more notes that start coming into play, so it kind of adds to the whole composition. And that mainly, I do get a lot of that kind of vanilla sweetness here. I definitely get a little bit of that peach. There's definitely some fruitiness here, which is actually very nice. But just like I said, number 18 is basically an ambrette with orris and some fruity notes. And that's exactly what you have here. Except here, I definitely get more fruitiness, more muskiness here. The orris probably dies down a little bit here, but I think the whole, I mean, it's blended very nice. I definitely get a well balance of the orris, the musk, the fruitiness, the vanilla. Like, nothing is really front and center here, or too far ahead, right? I would say definitely it's the orris and the musk here, because ambrette it comes off very vegetal as a note, and I get all that here. So just a very nice kind of spicy, powdery, fresh, musky kind of fragrance that's very nice. I know some people are saying, it seems like this is a hater to love it. A lot of people are basically saying they're disappointed. It's very expensive for what you're getting. It comes off kind of like an air freshener. You know, I don't want to say I completely disagree with that, but I definitely feel like there's a nice composition here, a nice smell, and I could definitely see this smelling different on everyone, and so you would definitely have to try it, especially at the price that it is. The spiciness definitely toned down a lot. At the top, I got a lot of spiciness, a lot of that clove, and apparently there's a pimento seed note in here. And so someone also mentioned the carnation, and I can kind of see that. I think, although it's not listed, I think that there's definitely a couple of notes mixing together. I think it's the spiciness and maybe like the magnolia and the peach mixing to give off this effect of a carnation note in here. So it definitely has some vintage touches here to this fragrance, but done in a modern way. It's still going, I still smell it, no problem, but I only sprayed it twice on the hand, so it's not like I sprayed a lot. And I would say, you know, the projection is probably somewhere in the middle, not too strong, not too weak, which is just about where I'd like my fragrances. But I would say this, if you spray this normally out of a Frederic Malle bottle, there's no problem to get over 6 hours of longevity here. But overall, very, very nice. I don't know if I would buy a bottle. I think I enjoyed the top of this fragrance more. Once that vanilla and that peach started coming in, it started kind of throwing me off a little bit. And it's definitely very vintagey in its execution. And so, I don't know. I'm going to keep wearing it and let's see what happens. But yeah, my first impression of Heaven Can Wait. Let me know if you've tried it. All right. Thank you. Take care. Bye.